What's up everyone, it's Rando, I'm back. So of course I picked up a new gun and I know it's a little late to the game, but I also wanted to wait to see if there are going to be any major issues, hiccups, or changes within that first month of its release. So what did I get? Well, I picked up an Echelon. I have it in the box here. Now, obviously I already opened the box in the store and I even mounted an optic on it, but we're gonna do a little bit closer look at it together. And I'm just gonna go over some of my highlights from it of what I like and maybe a few things that I don't like. So let's take a closer look. So here it is. Here's the box that the Echelon comes in. Let me just tell you this right now. If you don't like the Echelon or you think it's stupid or pointless, you might as well not continue, because this is what we're going to talk about. Let me drop the specs here for you. Let's open this up together here. Just real quick, I know it's kind of anticlimactic what you're going to see inside. I'm going to show you real quick. It's a 20 round mag, but I think it'll actually fit 21 in it. You just, and this is factory installed. Like, this comes factory installed with the base plate on it, and it's installed properly with this tab on the outside. You can see it is unloaded. For all intents and purposes, let's just go ahead and show that the gun itself is unloaded. Nothing in the chamber. So we got the hammer forged barrel with the melanite coating. I'm gonna set this over here for a second. As I said, I already mounted an optic, decided to go with a Holosun on it. What do you get inside? So you get a loader and your flush fit mag, and that's the 17 round flush fit mag. Not bad. You also get your base plate, and this is what you need to install with it to go on the outside for it to function properly and not fall out. You get some new back straps. Of course, you get a lock. So another thing you get is the pin sets, and it already tells you this one's for Shield, this one's for Delta Point Pro. Come like pre-installed with the 2 pins in the front that I believe whenever you tighten this down, which I did to spec, it actually provides some tension like on it in the front. And it's already set up for an RMR pattern for like the Holosun. So another thing that you're getting inside here is just this little, little case. Oh well. You got your usual paperwork. And then it also includes this with the serial number. And it looks like over in Croatia, they fired some rounds to check functionality of the firearm. So that's pretty cool. Very neat. Let's go ahead and throw this back in there for a sec. Everything is stippled really nicely. Let's take a look at the firearm itself. Let's go ahead and drop the slide. In just general looking at it, you can see that there's some major differences that set this apart from other striker fired polymer pistols. Other than it has serrations. Whenever I first looked at this, it reminded me of a Walther, the PDP. Whenever I first looked at the firearm, just the serrations themselves at the angle. But this one is so much deeper, like so much deeper serrations. It almost has like a ledge here, and then a very obvious ledge at the back that you'd be able to easily rack from, press check. If you want, you can grip it from the back very easily to go ahead and like perform your rack that way. The stippling on it is awesome feeling. The texture, just really like it. It's not like too aggressive, but it's also doesn't feel non-existent to where you're not getting a good handle on it. Whenever I first picked this up a month ago, whenever it first came out, I really didn't want to like it. But whenever I grabbed it in my hand and I held it, it's like, wow, it just fits. I don't know why, but to me, it just fits. I feel like I can get an amazing purchase on this firearm. It is full size, so obviously, but it just feels great in the hand to me. The stippling up here, which I would consider like some people call a gas pedal or a ledge. Now, since if you're right-handed, and you're resting, you're gonna rest your thumb up on that pedal. Me being left-handed, I can rest my thumb right there easily, and there's some texture there. It's ambi, so that makes it nice for me, especially being a left-handy. But it seems like they built this little rise in here so that maybe you're not as inclined to go ahead and accidentally, drop a mag. And I will say that once a mag is loaded and you do hit that, it launches them out there pretty good. I don't feel that you're gonna have to pull it out, and that's both sides. It's launching it, so it's working very well. The slide stop or release is actually right here. It's a small tab, very tactile and easy to get on. I know that with some other firearms I have, just the position of my hand, like resting there to shoot, has actually prevented the slide from locking back whenever I'd be firing the weapon. But with this one, I don't feel that I'm going to rest on it. I don't feel that I'm going to hinder that. And it's like small enough it's not going to get in your way, but tactile enough that you're going to be able to use it. So if it's there, you know, and it's real easy. I mean, I didn't put much effort into that to drop it down. The sights themselves, let's take a look. So you got the U notch in the rear, and then you have the night sight up in the front. And to me, like, you know, coming from shooting a lot of Glocks and different guns like that, this is super easy to pick up on. And I feel that even like in Co-Witness is nice with the optic on because of how low you're able to mount it, because you don't need plates, which to me would be a failure point of it. And I mean, come on, it gives you the availability to mount so many optics on here like right away. That's awesome. So that's another way they're changing the game. Look at that, double undercut, stippled, front stippled. I mean, come on, I know it has a polymer guide rod, which I'm hoping that would not be a failing point, but I haven't seen it be yet with other reviewers. But it's even stippled, you know, just in case you want to put your finger up. No, I'm just kidding, don't put your finger up there. But it's even stippled. No, it just feels so good in the hand. That's what she said. Anyway, it even has a little bit of a flare down here for your mag well from the factory. This one, the extended, just, I mean, other than aesthetically pleasing, I feel it's going to work good. I have not taken it to the range yet. We're going to share our first shots with that. But I just wanted to share this with you. Like, overall, like, why did I pick this up, even though I have other guns that I carry? I just think that this is such a feature-rich firearm coming out to the game. You got the COG system, you got the VIS system. Everything that they put on here just has a shooter in mind, regardless if you're a new shooter, old shooter, pro shooter, fun shooter. I think that this is just made for you to succeed. The trigger on this thing is nice. I think around, what, 4.5, 5 pounds. Obviously the gun is unloaded. Just gonna pull that for you. I mean, there's like not much there. There's like maybe a skosh of sponge to define back wall and break. Let's go ahead and check that reset. Not too far out there, and then define back wall, no sponge, still like right at the end of that reset, and break again. I don't know, it's definitely better than any stock Glock trigger I've ever felt. That being said, it's not as good as a few Canic triggers that I felt, or even a Walther trigger that I felt. And I would say this gun here to me is the sweet spot between custom Glock and a Walther. The way it feels, handles. Whenever I pull it up, I feel I'm able to, you know, it points well. Really digging the gun, really enjoying it. But again, feature rich, striker fired, polymer 9mm, at a price point that the average working person can go out and afford and succeed with. To me, that's just success right there. We'll give it a shot. We're going to carry it. We're going to range it. We'll see how it goes. If you can see, but you see some little lines right here on each side. I'm thinking eventually they might drop one that has a safety. We'll see though. But those little lines there lead me to believe something might be coming with these molds. Really liking it though. Can't wait to get it to the range. Why did I get an Echelon even a month after it came out? Well, that's because I took the time to just hold a couple more firearms in the store and see how they felt. And to be honest with you, that's what you really need to do. So even if you don't want this one, that's absolutely fine. I hope that you get something that you enjoy. But my suggestion is go to your local gun store, talk to the guys there, and just say, hey, I want to carry, can I just feel what they feel like in my hand? Because that's what you really have to go by. How does it feel in your hand? Obviously it needs to shoot well, but you need to put your hand around a firearm, and you need to see what it's going to feel like. Chickens agree. So you need to just see how they feel. Make sure it feels right to you. Ultimately, that's what matters, regardless of the brand, regardless of what's new and coming out. Make sure the gun feels good to you. Be safe, be kind, God bless. Catch you next time.